Well, welcome to HTR TV. I'm Sean Gorr with the RBBP. Today we're going to bring you a archery elk hunt. It's my archery elk hunt along with another RBBP team member, Mike Samuels, and another good friend of ours that was along with the hunt. He also had a tag, Kevin Clark. This hunt happened in 2016. It had its ups and downs. We had some misses, but we were on a lot of elk, so I mean that's always a good thing. So I hope you enjoy, and let us know what you think, and hunt on.
Hiking in now. Bull we just heard right below us. Just heard him again just now. Fourth day of the hunt since it's been open. Should be fun. Hopefully we'll get to see what this bull is anyway.
First one. Misses happen. It's a bummer when it does, especially with a bull like that. Well, on this next sequence, me and my bro Mike Samuels worked our way into this bull that we know pretty well. He's a 6-point with a kicker. We were on this bull here for about 4 hours. We didn't do a whole lot of calling. We were patient. We just let him do what he was doing. He was just circling his little herd of cows. They bedded above us. Most of the time we were 100, 150 yards from these elk. And at one point, Mike got a couple shots, but they fell short. But here's the sequence of this hunt, and it's some pretty good footage. Awesome bull, something we'll never forget. Watch and enjoy. Huh?
Huh?
What?
I missed twice right under
How far did you think?
60 of the first shot, and then I just put 60 above his fucking back when he took off and turned around.
Dude, that's the 6-point I claimed. Well, as you can see, we're about 2 weeks into our hunt now. We've had a lot of good encounters with some good elk. Mike had a couple misses, which was unfortunate, but that's elk hunting, especially archery hunting. Nothing's guaranteed, but we were in them. As the story goes on, we go on for another couple days, trying to get in on some more, get more opportunities, and we weren't having that much luck, so me and Mike decided we were going to split up and go solo. So that's what we did. And he went one way and I went the other. Hunting all day, all morning, all afternoon. We didn't really have any luck. It was getting into our morning hunt, so I hiked up this one ridge that I've had luck running into elk before, previously. And I sat up there, and it was about 6:45 at night, and I get a text from Mike saying that he hit one and he's tracking it. So I wasn't having any luck. I wasn't hearing anything really, you know, so I figured, well, heck, I'm just gonna load up my gear, hike back down to the rig, and go over to his direction and help him track his bull down. Well, in the middle of all that, got back down there and I ended up getting in some elk. Came across one elk fight. I could hear it. I mean, it sounded like a big, huge car crash. So I sat there and I figured I was gonna try to make my way up to that fight. There was probably about half hour, 20 minutes left of daylight. Well, on my way up, there was another fight, but it was below me. So there was a fight above me and a fight below me, and I'm right in the middle, and I haven't even called anything yet. So while I'm sitting there trying to figure out what I'm going to do, some cows from the upper fight came down towards the sound of the lower fight, and they came right by me, about 20 yards. So I was behind a big, huge pine tree. They couldn't see me. They ran past about 20 yards on my left, and once they got past me, they must have winded me or something, and then they took off and went back up the hill. So as I was sitting there watching them, I turned back over, looked over the ridge where they came from, and this bull came. He ended up following their trail till about 30 yards in front of me, and he stopped, and he seen those cows cutting back up the hillside. So he turned broadside right there, and that was my opportunity. Everything happened so fast. I didn't have the camera, just my bow and one cow call. It was a Phelps cow call, the Easy Estrus RBBP version, and I let one mew go, drew back, and smack. So I waited for a while, hiked all the way back to the truck, got flashlights, put the bow away, all that good stuff, hiked back up there, and I wasn't seeing much blood. Man, I was discouraged because I could have swore I seen it, went in, good shot, sounded good, but just a couple speckles here and there. And man, I was getting nervous. But I ended up going back to camp, getting a hold of Mike and telling him what happened and the reason why I wasn't able to make it over to help him. And he didn't believe me, but it happened. The day that we both go solo, we both nail our bulls. But makes a good story, and that's how it rolls sometimes. But here's the rest of the hunt. Hey, what's up? It's the 22nd of September. Ended up hitting a bull last night, probably 15 minutes before dark. So we let him lay overnight. Kevin came out to help me track this bull. And we've been following Light Blood for, I don't know, what, 800 yards. Finally starting to find better blood. So hopefully not too much farther. Be laying up. Well, we're probably another 200 yards farther than where we was last time, and we kind of circled back around on us and hit this old road, or the main road, crossed it. Track and blood. He's running up straight that way. Man, hopefully we'll find him soon. Well, after 3 hours of following this guy's blood, after him circling back on us twice, found him. 7 point. Not a monster, but okay. Seven.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Too bad. Might have been the one scrapping around. It got some chips. Heck yeah, I didn't know he was a 7, dude.
Let's try it.
Well, yesterday, about 15 minutes before dark, I got a call from Mike saying he got one down and he found his and he was gutting it. And I was, I don't know, quarter mile, half mile across the draw here, and I told him I'd hike back down the truck and I'd go help him. But I made it back to the truck and drove down the road about 100 yards or so, the windows down, and shoot, I heard a bugle. So we stopped, or I stopped, I was by myself, walked down the road, and then all of a sudden World War III broke out. I was in the middle of 2 different bullfights. Cow called a couple times, and 3 cows came shooting over the skyline towards me. They ran right past me about 20 feet. And this bull was right behind him, probably, I don't know, 100 yards behind him maybe. And he gave me a good broadside shot, right about 36, 37 yards. And I could see him all right with my eyes, but when I drew back and looked through my peep and my sight, I could barely make an outline. But I felt confident enough, so I let one fly, and the next morning, and here I thought he was a 6 point. I didn't know he was a 7x8. Well, he's a 7x7 with the devil point. But good deal. I have yet to have a elk get away with a muzzy. Perfect hunt, man. I'd like to thank Kevin Clark too for helping me track him out. Gave up his morning hunt to help me out. So I owe him. I'm gonna get his this weekend for sure. But RBBP, guys.